Welcome back everybody. This is my most worn for 2017. Okay, just a couple of, I guess, disclaimers with this top 10 most worn for 2017. As you all know, I usually do an end of month most worn video. Now, this list is probably 100% dominated by fragrances that are considered more on the fresh side, more warm weather appropriate fragrances. The reason being is that a lot of these fragrances, quite a few of these fragrances, at the beginning of the year I took away with me on a trip, and so they got rotated more heavily than any of the other fragrances. Now I know that they're my most worn because I am a geek and I record this on bass notes, and bass notes tell me that these are my most worn for the last 12 months. So they're all pretty much fresh / warm weather based fragrances. Not that you're not allowed to wear them anytime, but if people are wondering when I go through this top 10, that's one of the reasons. And also I had these fragrances at the beginning of the year, and since then have added a lot more fragrances. So I expect that this list is going to look very much different to my list at the end of 2018. But it's 2017, it's the end of 2017, and these are my most worn, starting from number 10. At number 10 we have Mancera's Cedrat Boissé, one of my favorite fragrances, recently mentioned in my top 20 fragrances. It is beautiful. Mancera, this one will always be in my collection. At number 9 is from Thierry Mugler. This is Mugler Cologne. This is just such a dumb reach on hot days when you want to feel clean and refreshed and have that just out of shower lovely freshness. And number 8, another one which kind of caught me by surprise because I didn't realize I had worn it so often, and this is probably one that I wore out on warm nights as well. It's a lovely citrusy freshy from Tom Ford Private Blend. It's Mandarino di Amalfi. I've had this decant for a long time because early on when I started watching YouTube videos, Stephen from Redolescence did a review on it. He liked it very much, and it was one of the first Tom Ford Private Blend from the blue bottle lines that I tried, and I really liked it. Going forward, I'm not sure if I love it enough to keep it in my collection once the decant's over. And number 7, Thierry Mugler's Ultra Zest. I bought this right at the beginning of the year. I wore this a lot this year, mainly because I just really enjoyed wearing it. It also was one of the few fragrances that got me the odd compliment. It is also suitable suitable in warm weather and even a bit cooler weather, so it's that kind of all-round fragrance. At number 6, Creed's Millison Imperial, and I will warn you that this is the first of 3 Creeds in this list. This is probably my favorite Creed. This excels in very hot weather. I think the performance is fine on it, not you know, amazing, but what I expect on it. It is soft projecting, but it's just such a beautiful smell. At number 5, this is one I took on holiday with me, so I did wear it a few times at the beginning of the year, and this is Chanel's Allure Homme Edition Blanc. I like it. This is just a like for me. When I finish my bottle, I'm not sure whether I'll get any more. This is the Eau de Parfum version as well. It just doesn't really do it for me. It's nice smelling, but I don't love it. And it is another one that's just easy to spray on when you don't want to think about what you're wearing. At number 4, Acqua di Gio Profumo from Giorgio Armani. This again is one you can wear in cooler weather as well. It's a good nighttime summer fragrance. Another one I got early on in this, you know, when I started buying fragrances and adding to collections, I liked it a lot early on. This is one I got a bit caught up in the hype for. It's still a good fragrance, and sometimes I wear it and I don't like it, and sometimes I wear it and I really like it. So I'm still working out my feelings for Acqua di Gio Profumo, and I have done a video on it a few months ago, and at that point in time I think I was still feeling the same way. At number 3, it is Creed's Aventis. Again, one I got very early on, one I got because of the hype. What this list has shown me is how easily influenced people who are new to this hobby can be if they're watching, you know, particular YouTube channels. I don't hate Aventis. I don't love Aventis. I think it's a nice fragrance. I've worn this a lot because I had it early in the year before I got a lot of other fragrances, so I got a few wears, and it's gotten some recent wears as well. And it's not, to me, it's not, the hype is here and Aventis is here, and crappy fragrances are down here. So, you know, it's just thereabouts. It's okay. I like wearing it, but number 2, Dior Sauvage. Another polarizing fragrance, perhaps, well, it's more polarizing than Aventis. People either really like this fragrance like I do. I like it. I think it smells nice on my skin. I never say that it's a groundbreaking fragrance. It's amazing. You know, as for the value of it, you know, I wouldn't buy it at full retail, and I don't mind it. It's again another dumb, easy wear, and it works on me. People like it on me. But what does surprise me is the people that don't like it. They just don't like it. They hate it. And they're very aggressively, I'm generalizing here, but some of the stuff that people say about it is, like, to me, almost over the top. Anyway, second most worn for the year is Dior Sauvage. The most worn fragrance for the year. Got it very early on. I still like it. I recently sprayed it and I suddenly felt like it was a little bit dated on me. That is Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Was my most worn fragrance for 2017. It is a beautiful, legendary, classic green, fresh fragrance. Grass, lemon verbena, iris. There's that beautiful ambergris in the dry down. But just recently I sprayed it and I thought, kind of smells a bit old. But you know, that might change the next time I wear it. So that was my most worn for 2017. Mainly freshy fragrances. Some great fragrances in that list. I expect that list to look completely different by the end of next year. So bring on 2018, bring on new fragrance adventures, bring on new fragrances. Have a great new year, everybody. Thank you for all your support in 2017, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.